is the last year of our tenure.
2025.
We have to keep that in mind. 2022, 2025, that's 2 years. So getting new replacements and thinking about, replacements.
Find your replacement.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not, can you come on camera for this briefly?
Yes, I can. Give me 1 second.
No, that's okay. She had to get off the phone because she's on here.
So we were going to, this is
We're
the
gonna
end
vote
of
on
one term.
the
And
budget.
there's bylaws allow you to serve another term. And
Yes.
but to this one term, to just
2 years.
okay.
Alright, we're gonna take a vote on the
That's great.
Yeah, so, okay, motion to approve the budget, knowing that there will be some amendments based on information that will be captured to have accurate budget.
And technically, you shouldn't be making the motion tonight.
Oh, why?
Because she's the board chair.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the budget along with any changes that we make later on down the line. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I heard an aye from the.
Yeah, aye.
Okay.
So it's passed
Motion
unanimously. Correct?
Unanimous, yes.
All right, thank you. And we'll you're the person that's supposed to say all in favor.
All in favor,
Yeah,
but I should be making the motion.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So, and then board,
I didn't think so.
in our meetings, I should not be making the motion.
She's the
She was the president of the board. or
So
chair.
it comes from any.
You don't need to do anything on share on the computer. do you?
No,
Just chat.
no. Yeah. And basically, I'm going to ask, does everyone understand what a give or get policy is? Are you familiar with it?
Can you explain a little bit? Sister Fausia did explain to me, but can you give more detail?
So basically, what
I'm sorry, you did I did not.
I said you did.
Oh, okay, I was like,
I heard my name.
generally, the members of the directors of the board.
I'm sorry. It's kind of difficult to hear.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Ideally, the members of the board of directors should financially support the organization. And that varies across. Some folks may not be in a position to do that financially, and so their voices say that's okay. You will give your time instead, but generally, the board should be supporting the organization, especially when you're asking others to do it as well. In the give or get policy, I think you all have mentioned membership dues.
that's what we're calling it, membership,
Okay, you're calling it
pretty much
membership.
give or get.
Okay, so in the give or get, that means the board has determined how much a member is going to be responsible for the year as an annual donation or giving policy. You determine that amount, and then either you give that amount out of your pocket or you get it some way, so that you may have an affair where, say that you all mentioned $600. Well, maybe you have an affair with the doctor where the tickets are $100. You're going to make sure that you get 6 people to buy in, and therefore you have raised that $600 for the organization. It could be asking for as your contribution to the organization. It could be just asking friends, neighbors, relatives, coworkers, whomever. This is an organization, why they should donate it, work that you're doing, it comes back to the issue of serving as ambassadors for the organization. And we will, you know, ask for donations that may be equivalent to raise it half will get and half will give. So that's basically what the Give or Get policy is. And I think that when I spoke to the board before about that, again, you know, donors like to see that the board is committed and committed financially to the organization. I don't know if I told you this, that I was serving, I was resource developer for my church's outreach foundation project. And we met with a potential donor, and the first thing he asked us was, how much does your board give and what percentage? Not what about the program, what are the things you're gonna do, you know, I like this, we're thinking about that, explain what it is. The first thing he asked was, how much does your board give? And what's the percentage of the board that gives?
Oh, the percentage of the board members that give to
That's right. That's right. And so we were able to say, in this instance with that foundation, the board was responsible for, had committed to $3,000 a year.
Each person?
Yes, give or get.
All right.
So
We're gonna get there.
It's give or, is it give and get or give or get?
Give or get.
Okay, so
I mean, it's said both ways. It's give and or get, if you want to put it that way.
So
give or get.
the dues that we're giving yearly, we can raise that same amount instead.
Yeah.
Or we can do
If that is something that the board chooses to adopt, yes.
or we can do it like, we can give a portion and then raise the rest.
And leave it up to the individual board member how you want to raise your $600. In that case with the 3,000, they had a board member who sponsored a golf tournament every year. And so she raised hers through a golf tournament, you know, but she raised more than that, but still, there are different ways that you could.
Yeah, an example would be when the dates idea was really Sister Sharima's idea, that she really worked closely with me to do. And I think we raised like over $1,000. That right there would have fulfilled her give or get requirement, but she still gave, you know, the $500 towards that out of her pocket. But that would go along with the idea of like putting together a golf tournament that raises however much you're supposed to be responsible for. And you can come up with fundraising ideas. We actually need that. So something that would we can sustain over time.
And so, and then there's those who say, okay, I will commit to the $600 a year, and I will give $50 a month, or whatever. $50. Yeah.
So it's technically $500, but if you do 500 divided by 12, because you can easily just do monthly thing, and you can use the link that I gave you and set it up that way. You can collect it monthly. My preference, well, that's fine. That's like $41.60. I think you're coming up with $600, but as we were talking, we're like, okay, what if you make it $50 a month? And times 12, that gives you $600. But technically in the bylaws, I think 500 is what is stated. Nothing wrong with giving more. It'll be put to good use, inshallah.
Any discussions on that? Everybody's clear?
Yeah.
So we're done that section. That's awesome.
I mean, if you already say that the members, do you need to adopt? I don't know. Did you already adopt?
It's already adopted.
Okay.
Well, you know, we do have new members. We need 3 visitors. Let me wait till Jamila comes back. If that's still something that everybody's comfortable with. We can just confirm. We commit this,
Are you gonna show us, is a fundraising link on that?
Yeah, so I was gonna do this.
Okay, one question I did have. So when we're setting up this link and it's asking for your email, maybe this is more for you to answer, Coach Kim. Should it be your personal or should it be linked to the Active project? Should it be board or should it be each person at the Active project?
I think it should be your own. So this is what you're talking about.
What it is,
The
it's sort of like a,
fundraising.
fund me page, some type
Yes.
of project like that, yeah, individual.
So it should be like your email, your personal email. Okay.
Of course, I have a couple of different emails, I don't like,
Yeah,
I have one email for that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
in case they send me other stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So here, I'm gonna open the link again so you can open outside of the Active project. Now you open it, this is what, I'm not sharing my screen, hold on, I'm gonna share my screen, I'm not. So you can see as well.
You were sharing.
No, I wasn't,
Oh,
you can see because you're here, but she
Oh,
won't see anything. Okay. So, this is what I did, I'm gonna do it again. When you click on the link, should we wait for Jamila? It's IT. Yeah, it's support. So when you click on it, it asks you to do this, you set up your fundraise profile. And the phone number, your phone number, because this is a link that will be attached to your name. And if people have questions, they can come directly to you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Jamila, we were just going through the link. When you click on the link, once you get your IT situation together, click on the link. It's going to open up this. You fill out your name, your email, your phone number. Amira had a question about whether or not to use your personal email or the Active Project affiliated email. It's best to use your own email because this is you personally doing the fundraising, right? So you fill all that information out, and I've done mine, and I put, I put like in my own words, what I wanted the story to be. You put that up there, and I go fundraise. So now the link,
So will these images, so how will?
the only image
we
you're gonna have,
to- oh,
this is because I included this logo
Got
for
it,
my,
okay.
I donated through my personal business.
Okay.
But this logo would be, no, not necessarily, this logo probably will not be there. This information will be there, this link will be there, this is the introduction to the Active Project.
Okay.
But it's your story that's really important because you're raising it as an ambassador, put it that way,
Right,
the ambassador of the Active Project. So you say, you type in here what that means to you, why you're raising the funds and all that good stuff. And that's it, it was very easy, straightforward and quick to put together.
I'm gonna read yours.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna pull it up,
And you do have like a short YouTube, so do we have to add that or just
sorry, say that again?
The YouTube portion there.
you just, so we copy that, put it there? or
You don't have to
just-
do anything, it's already there.
Okay.
This is already there.
Okay.
This, let me see if I can now sign in as me. So once you create your thing, you now have a profile, you fill out your information. Oh, it's showing everything I am part of. I don't know, mine is confusing because I do so many things with that, so. But you do see this, you do see.
Can we do a simple one?
Huh?
You
You can do yours right now. You can do a sample. Do a sample one, and, okay, let me put one to complete one with another email address or something.
You could just do mine. Do I have to like sign in and stuff?
You have to write, so open, you wanna come to it?
She's like, is it a process? Like, is it?
Yeah, like do I have to create an account and stuff, or is it just?
Oh,
Yeah,
that I
you have
don't
to
know
sign
for
up.
sure.
Yeah, it's a sign up.
It says create
I would
page or
imagine,
sign
yeah.
up.
I would imagine.
It says create page or sign up.
Yeah, I'll make this up. Somebody do it now, it's not that long.
Well, if you wanna add your story, we.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to, no, you wanted to see how easy or whatever it is to do, right? You don't have to do a story right away, you can fill that in later. Right now, it's just asking, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm going to use
Did we
my-
sidetrack? Did this go off?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
it. You all-
I didn't know
you got it.
I'm gonna use, how to use this email. Yeah, so you put a goal.
Tell your story.
And then tell your story, ABC. You don't have to do that now. Join the fundraiser. And that's it. I can now go back in my profile. I can't see this thing is too small for me. Wow, it's draining. And I can now go back and to change
This
my
is your page you just
Oh, there,
made.
yeah, there's, that's the campaign you've done.
I'm campaigning for, yes. And but this is for me to donate. I'm trying to see where you can edit the
Right there,
edit profile.
But no, that's not when you add your story.
Oh, and also you can do your URL. You can change, because obviously Abidemi Jose Adelaide is too long. You can just put something else. Then let me see if that works. If someone else does not, okay, so that.
Well, it's not, yeah.
Okay. So I've saved, like, you can change your URL, because I think it just automatically takes your name, which means when you want to donate. Sorry, say that again, you said what?
Go back, like,
Right?
no, go back again,
One more?
go down.
This is the one you just created? No,
Yes,
this one
go
you
down,
have
go
already.
down.
Ah,
This, there it
this
is, yeah. So this is your donation page. Go down.
I'm trying to get the link.
Okay, so I don't think it shows a specific one, like it doesn't show yours and say out of 500.
Yes, it does. So
Yes.
this is the one for me. This new Abidemi, it should be, it's going to be something like /TMI. Aha, and then you have your own link. So if you donate
No,
using
it's
this,
still-
this is,
It still says out of 200,000. I'm saying.
no, that's the general, that's the overall goal. This is your contribution now.
No, I was just saying, was there gonna be a page that showed your contribution out of, cause you set a goal, you said 500, right? I thought it was gonna be a page that everyone had their own page, you know what I'm saying, that links to the main page, but it doesn't, it just shows.
This is my personal goal. I put $5,000. And I've only raised 100.
So how do you do that for us? Isn't this?
You do, I didn't.
How come it doesn't pop up for you? You get
Yeah,
what
the
I'm
thing
saying?
that you just did, there's nothing that said 500.
And it didn't say, yeah, or it didn't say ABC like in the story, you get what I'm saying? Like this is how it's supposed to look, like you're.
So this is the,
This
you
is your
will
one.
see this is my own personal goal.
But what about the one you just made, that'd be dummy.
Yes, because I didn't spend much time doing anything.
I
Let
don't
me
think it
see.
should matter though, it should still show though.
Because I think that's what we were trying to see, what does that look like when you just do it?
Yeah,
Right.
Because you're
fine.
showing us the one that
There.
you've done. So
There
that-
it is, but it still shows that it's.
Because I don't think I set a goal.
You typed 500
Yeah,
for
that's like
something.
500.
I
Let's
did.
try,
You
let's try.
typed,
My profile.
Go down.
unless you just didn't save it, but you typed. Mhm.
And when you click on the link, both showing up, is that okay, is that
What do you
how
mean
you set
both?
it up? Like the new one that she just created in her own one.
When you click on it to go join, and then but something comes up where it asks you to enter your name, your information.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you'll see everyone who's part of the team.
okay, can't
Right.
wait for it, okay.
So now you set up yours,
Own goal.
and then it will give you your own link.
Okay.
You get what we're saying though, right?
I think so. I'm trying to look into it. But this is my URL link, but I don't even see the ABC that I typed. Edit phone.
Maybe it's in the main. the
Or did you not
homepage.
say? Because I don't see.
The
any of what
ABC
you
is
did.
showing up there though.
No, but it should show up to where you can edit it, like.
Oh, you see it?
Yes, I can
Oh,
see.
you see the ABC, I didn't take that down. Oh, I see it.
Where? Oh, okay.
No, but how can you edit the message?
That's what I would like to
Edit the
share and manage.
edit page, type edit page.
Ah, there you go. Now take
Oh,
out
there,
the
yeah, she
ABC.
didn't set up the.
I did not set up the
Oh,
vote.
okay. I thought I
That's
saw
what
her
it was.
type a number. Maybe.
I wasn't
I
sure.
think it was autofill 500, but it
That,
wasn't.
okay, got it. I was like, I
So,
thought I saw
so
her.
thanks for
So
that.
my story. So what?
So
is
do
your
it in the
edit
first
page?
go,
No, keep it 500, just so we can see it.
and then ABC,
What
X,
did
Y,
you get
Z.
here? My funding page. What was that?
So,
Share and manage, right here.
Oh, that's where she got there.
yeah, so let me go back,
I think it's plastic.
so let me go back to the link. So when you all click this to join the link. Let's see, it doesn't work.
Yes, it's showing that.
It's
That
asking me to,
photo,
okay, let me
yeah,
open
that
it
person
using
is,
another, I have so many profiles here. It's really sad.
It's showing the goal.
Okay, so let me go back and open it on another. This, okay,
Yeah.
so what this is what should happen when you all click on it. You now enter your information, you can put a profile picture there, you enter your information and click sign up. That's all it is. And then I think once you're in it, now you can, once you create yours, it'll pop up here. And it's going to now show you the team members.
Well, I think
This-
before that, the second page, that's where you enter the goal and your story.
I honestly don't think I was able to enter the goal because I did very basic, I just entered that first page and it creates something for me. You have to now go and edit it, edit the link.
You
or
create
how
the
you want
page
to-
first, and then that shared.
You join first.
Yes.
Then you create your page or edit your page.
Okay.
I feel like you should be able to do it in that first stage. I just.
Well, this is where they set it up, I don't know.
She typed in 500, that's why. The first
Okay,
page, you know what I'm
I see.
saying, right? So she
Yeah,
typed
that's
in
why it was
ABC,
0.
But she didn't type in the number. If she typed it in the first time, it would have populated.
So I must have personally gone back inside and played around and like, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do this. So. I was like, I don't know, I ain't set it up for that. They do what they want to do. I'm glad we're going through this then.
Is Amna still on or?
I'm not, you on?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Did you try to set up your own account? Join the campaign, I should say.
can you go up one? Can you click on yours? Right here?
Down? This one?
No, this one.
This one.
Yeah. Okay, so it goes to your personal page and then, okay, then that's where it says 500.
Yeah, now it says 500. So, but know that
There,
if someone is on
share.
here and they donate, that would be donating towards this
Yes,
person.
But it also.
Even though it
goes
counts
to the
towards the $25,000 goal that we're setting for next year, and it will count towards this individual
That-
team
okay.
member's goal as well.
So from here, where do you put the story? That is my question.
I can't do it because I'm
Yes,
not
you can.
signed in. No, I'm not signed in. Well, I mean, I can,
Oh, yeah, you're not
I'm not
signed
signed
into
in
yours,
here,
yeah.
because I did that so you guys will see what it looks like. I'm gonna continue as me.
See, this is what I'm talking about, this first page that pops up after you.
Yes,
That's where you enter in your fundraising and you tell your story. That was the first sign up page.
join this fundraiser.
But you're already joined, so you
I
should.
don't wanna rejoin.
I think you're
No,
signed
this
in.
is-
You're signed in, yeah.
Yeah, I am signed
So
in.
just go down.
My profile, so my profile will allow you to edit all kinds of stuff. This, and then, okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
not this one.
It's not,
Oh,
wait,
God.
wait, how did I
This is
edit?
separate.
My profile is where you will do your URL, whatever comes after the givebutter.com blah blah backslash. That's
Your
important for
personal
this,
link,
your
yeah.
personal link thing. So now.
No. Click that.
In that area where you had Demi, that's, in that
Sure.
area is what we are. I'm missing something.
Say it again?
In that area where you just had Demi, it will show up that way when we
That's the
share the
last,
link.
that's what, so my link would be blah 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 /Demi, you see that?
Okay.
This will be your link.
Understood.
That, and you can change, cause remember at first it had my whole government name there.
Yeah.
And it was two of them, so you can go there and edit and let it say whatever you wanted to say. Jamila, cute girl, whatever, and then, okay.
The first page is the main page where all of our names will show up.
Yeah.
And this is where you can share and manage, right? That's where you can edit the story.
Sharon and,
Edit page.
yeah, and then you change your goal, you change your XYZ to something else, element, but yeah, okay. So can we agree on a deadline to do this, because we definitely wanna prepare it now? I didn't know it was so close, cause I used it so quickly, I was thinking about someone the first time looking at it, I was like, oh, I can do this, this is easy.
There's definitely a learning curve with the.
It's the way I operate.
I
I'll ask a question and 100 other things are said. Like the answer to my question was maybe
It's
in
still
those
not-
100 other things,
Wait, yeah.
but I can't fish around in there. Like I want to ask the question that has only that question
I get
answered.
it, so what is it?
So my question: where am I clicking from here to do this story?
To do the story.
Yeah, you're not going to say
You
any
click on
extra
your
stuff.
name,
Okay. So from this
it comes
page,
up, yes,
so
share and manage,
Click it.
edit page.
Understood. All right. I'm ready.
And I didn't even get that, she's the one that was able to get it, cause I was like, I don't know.
You kept going back to edit profile.
Yeah, I was like, I'm now that's not.
But it's still important, profile helps you change
But
your,
that's not.
but that's not the question we
That's
have.
not the question.
The profile is if you wanna change the name of that picture, so it's like that.
Super. Alright, cool, okay, alhamdulillah, I'm sorry. Way more complicated than I thought it would be. I don't even know, I can't tell you how I did
You
my
know,
life.
we're playing around with it with the community field data issues, so it's kind of
Okay.
confusing. We had to figure out.
And there was so much I learned just from that too, I was like, but who got time to sit on this thing and try to play with it?
So
But
now
yeah.
I got it.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Sister
Okay.
Mary,
So if y'all gonna have me send the budget stuff by Wednesday, should we get it right to?
You full, your belly full, you trying to stay awake.
If we finish the budget on Wednesday, we're gonna have an ad hoc meeting.
Yes.
So the
No,
one,
yeah.
we don't need to, or we're just gonna do it.
We already incorporated.
Okay, okay.
everything. You can just send it.
Okay, and it'll just be fine, okay.
So the links, is that what you're saying?
Can you all have your links, join the team by Wednesday?
today is what?
Are you Thursday?
Yeah, give
Friday.
me, yeah, I was like, I
Just give us all
have,
the
I have commitments Monday, Wednesday that already I can barely make it to yoga in time, so I know I'm not gonna, so, yeah. You might have to give me
Okay,
another.
Saturday,
Okay,
Saturday.
that is far more
okay, so
doable.
could we put that in
That's
the
a
notes,
long
so by
week.
Saturday, everyone should
Yes.
have, join in, you know, inshallah, I'll try to remember to send it.
I would say make a QR code will be easy to, a QR code.
Okay.
Once you set up your profile, you can generate a QR code.
Yeah, QR code
So
and
when
link
it's
and all
scanned
that.
and you just go straight.
Say it again?
What, not safe.
It's
Well,
not
you're
QR
on-
code.
No.
What do you mean?
Cyber, in terms of cybersecurity, they're not
Oh.
safe. Yeah.
Mm.
But so cybersecurity.
It's not
experts-
safe on your end, like, help me
Just-
understand.
You shouldn't be, scanning them, they're not safe.
Oh, I get that, if you don't know what you're scanning, okay. So it's not safe for us to be scanning just anybody's QR code. Okay, yeah. So I was like, for us to make the QR code, I'm trying to, what's
Yeah.
going into the QR code? I get it. I totally, I get how that could be.
Yeah, cause it might be like it could be any type
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So do you say that to say that we should not have one for us?
I mean,
Or
it's
not safe for
it's
the
not
people.
recommended.
You should know not to be scanning just anything.
Yeah. No.
Even for us as an organization, we don't, I mean, we have to be thinking about securing our, you know, our sites and things. You just don't know what people could do in terms of, adding something.
To the QR code.
Yeah, these things are.
I mean, you know, you really
I'm
totally scared
studying
me by now.
cybersecurity.
Like, no, I mean, it makes sense. Somebody can, all a picture,
That
right?
we can have our QR code to loop to us for our fundraising, and is what you're implying is someone can take that QR code, add something that
Something
would
nefarious.
redirect it.
It's, there are,
Okay, just
So
use the
stay
link.
away from.
Stay away
Yeah.
from
So
the link is
necessarily safe.
more reliable.
It's better to go to the website, even though it's safe, it's like fast and easy, not necessarily safe.
Safe.
Dang, Amira,
I
you
get
just
that.
scared my whole.
I'm studying cybersecurity, cause
Okay, so we're clear on that, right? I'm so glad we, I was like, this is easy, just click on it. No.
I should be done with mine in a few minutes.
No, you gotta look into stuff, okay.
I just gotta get it done now while I'm not gonna do much.
I'll do it. I wanna even incorporate some of like our thing that we did today with her. I forgot the prompt, but like, why did we, because that's kind of.
Your why.
Yeah, to your story.
Okay, so we've done fundraising link. Oh, the calendar of activities. We need to come back to that, mainly because it'll take time, and I wanna knock out some things that I think we can easily get to. Okay. Bring out your calendars.
Alright.
We gonna take some dates down. We're gonna agree on them. It's gonna be in your calendar, so we don't have issues. Then she went to the restroom right there. But here are some dates, and we can make changes, but some of them are so straightforward. I'm starting with general, and then we'll get into things that are specific to the foundational approaches. General, Board of Directors quarterly meetings. Q4 meeting will be January 6th. So the way we do the quarter, we know every quarter, there are 3 months in a quarter, right? We wait until the quarter ends, and then the next month after the end of that quarter, and we wait for the third Thursday, is what we've been doing, the third Thursday of that month to have our quarterly meeting. So Q4 ends December 31st. That means Q4 quarterly meeting will be in January, and the third Thursday, I don't know how it is on Thursday, but it's Thursday, just go with it. Is the 16th. Somebody check me on those dates, please.
Yeah.
It's the 16th, 2025. Can you put that on your calendars now?
Should we do the meeting?
Starts at 8:30.
8. Oh,
But
Abdullah, I miss you. Please come tomorrow. Oh, I can't do this. It's not that challenge. Oh, me. Oh, leave me alone.
meanwhile, my kids get me soccer ball out of the trunk to go back into the house. So I'm concerned, but you went outside to get the soccer ball, to go back in the house with that soccer ball.
Anyway, no, I'm ignoring them. Okay, so the Q1 meeting will be April 17th. Please make sure it's on your calendar. You check. Okay, so generally they're 8:30 p.m. 8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 to 8:30.
8 or 8:30 p.m. And also we have to factor in the change in time, and we have to factor in people who are international or out of the state. But Amira, I know it would be nice for us to do at least one of these to be in person.
Yeah.
Daytime-ish.
8 o'clock or 8:30 for
8 o'clock.
For
would be
January
better.
Just book 8 o'clock for now.
Oh.
8 o'clock for now. So do we want to do that January one? We can book a conference room at Ivy Community Charities.
Have to be like a weekend.
Yes.
That would be a weekend. So then let's look at the weekend date. Or should we just leave it as is and have that conversation over text, over the group chat and say this Saturday? So in fact, the 2 people who are missing, the 3 people who are missing the cat really are not gonna be able to be there in person anyway.
And
They'll be
three
Zoom
guys.
anyway.
Yeah.
So do you want, I don't know, they're open on weekends, I would just have to give them a heads up about it.
And we need to ensure that they don't. Let's leave the dates as is for now.
So we're talking about
All of
July
these.
16th, right?
January 16th, April 17th, July 17th, and October 16th. Those are our quarterly dates. We want to consider Q1 meeting be a Saturday. Can you see it?
July 17th, okay.
Why?
Yeah,
Just me.
we need to do it in person. Everything is, virtual,
Which one is saying in person?
The first one.
the first one. Which means the date might change to a Saturday.
What is that for
The
November?
second is in
January, this one
Oh, that
16.
one.
It's a Thursday for now, it's virtual for now, but it would be nice for
I'll
us
change it
to.
once we actually change it.
Say again?
I'll put it in the calendar already. I say, once we know, I'll
No,
go
put it in your calendar, leave it there for now, and then we'll have a chat back and forth on group chat, cause I also need to check to make sure that Saturday is available. Right? Alright, so that's it. Strategic planning retreat next year, I think at least a week earlier would be nice. I'm proposing November 7th. Friday, Saturday, Sunday like this again, is that good for everybody?
November 7th.
Look at your calendar right now, make sure there's nothing clashing. Annual gala, we don't have a date yet, but I do want us to start thinking, do we want to be in the spring? It cannot be in the summer, cause that would be too much. We want it to be
Wait, what is that for
winter.
November?
Strategic, the annual, this meeting we're having right now. So I'm just moving it up 1 week earlier,
7th. Oh,
is that good for everyone?
yeah, I thought this
Like
was
it?
17th.
No, 7. Okay. Alright. The gala, someone said winter,
I think it depends on when we have all of our other events. Cause we don't want.
We don't have any
Right.
winter events.
we don't have, so that's a good point, I know that this is how I'm thinking. I definitely don't want to be in the winter because anybody got time to be planning for stuff that's gonna happen in 2 months. It cannot be in spring because we're heading into a retreat mode, and in summer is retreat mode, nothing there. It could either be fall or winter.
Okay, so either one I thought was good.
Yeah, so so next year, mind you, that the 3K walk and the
Wanna put it
community field
together.
day may be together, we have to really,
So that's the end of November.
yeah. Or you move it up to
Where-
October, to give us, cause you
Well,
don't
she
wanna
wants it
be,
to be on Thanksgiving, probably.
yeah, you don't wanna be.
No, the gala,
No,
oh yes, the
Yeah,
fall,
So that's gonna be
Thanksgiving.
that's already set
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving.
Because you don't wanna give your, cause I know we had like the two events close to each other was a
Yeah.
lot.
So this already
So what
is,
about like February?
That's good.
Actually, we should probably factor
That's a
in,
winter.
what about Ramadan?
Ramadan is
Yeah.
March.
No, next year it's not.
It will be
It is
It's
February.
gonna be February next year.
Because this time
This
starting
year
in
it's kind of,
I just looked it up, it's March.
no, for next year, we're talking about like 2026, cause we're thinking about 2025.
Ramadan in 2026 will be February,
Yeah.
yes, okay. Ramadan in 2025 is March,
Yes.
okay. And you want to propose having the gala in,
No, cause we're trying to decide, should we do it in the fall or winter? And
Okay.
if we're doing it in, cause winter months go into the new year, that's what we're saying. We're just trying to figure out what date works.
Ideally, it would be good after Ramadan, people would be,
I kinda like that, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that, like,
it would be like after
we
Ramadan,
can
like.
be kinda like,
Like an Eid thing, kinda close to
Like an
Eid.
Eid gala?
Yeah, Eid gala. We can connect it, that'll bring.
I mean, I like that.
It'll be fun,
Okay, let me look, what's
People are just coming out of Ramadan.
2026 date?
and you know, that's the winter time when people are inside, not much,
Wanna let loose.
Let loose.
Ramadan is March 1st.
No, I'm
It's
talking about
26.
2026.
But why are you looking at 2026?
Because we could be next year.
It's gonna be next year. We're looking at this.
2025.
I know, but the winter season goes into the new year.
Well, okay, we're making the calendar for 2025 though.
I know, but
Well, I have a question. Are we planning to do the annual gala in 2025?
We're deciding what date works, like if it's gonna be in the fall, then we have September to November, but if it's gonna be in the winter, it's gonna be December to February.
If it's
So we're
gonna
trying to
be the
decide.
winter, I was thinking it's gonna be here.
no, we
So
don't
that's-
have enough.
That's the first thing I said, like, we didn't have time.
No, we're talking about next week.
Okay.
We need a year.
Did you see me trying to get, like, you trying to have it in February? 'Cause
We're
I-
talking about 2026 from above.
So that's
We need to
why
figure out the
If
date.
it's gonna be winter, it's not
This
this
winter,
winter.
it's
Yes,
next winter.
that's what I prefaced it with, so I was like, why is she going back?
No, because we're talking about next year.
I thought you went back, I was like,
Oh.
you not hear me? Cause I said, you're not about to kill me by trying to plan a gala here. So the first gala can actually be maybe 2026,
Yeah.
is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
end of the
proceed.
year, end of next year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
But
actually like a
but
year.
it's
So
in
if-
the
if
25
that is-
budget,
so if that
because
is-
the expense will be in
The 25 budget, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cause it's technically a 25 event, it's just kind of going into the year.
Understood.
But I think after Ramadan, if Ramadan is March 1st, maybe right after that.
Well,
No,
Ramadan is
it's just 10 days earlier, so.
February 17th to the 18th.
So then
So we can do it for March.
Okay, we can do it for March, like end of March.
So we're gonna put down March 2026. So we don't have to include that in the budget then, for
It's already-
2025 budget.
So
No, it should be,
No,
because
Cause that's where the funds are
That's
gonna
where
come
the
from.
expense-
yeah, it's gonna be a 2025 event technically, because
No, it's
all
not.
the plan, no, it's, the
Planning.
date is 2026.
So
It's
When
speakers,
we,
planning.
when we
you're gonna
pay,
get
yeah, when we
speakers.
pay all the people.
We don't pay
Oh,
them,
I'm
that's
sorry,
already-
that's not what I said, when we pay for the place and feed the people.
That's gonna
The
be.
money's coming not from, and it's being held in March, the money to do that,
It's 2026.
okay.
I don't think so, because all the fun, like, if we're planning, we're gonna have to be paying people, like invoices, rent the space, that's gonna
That's
be
okay.
ahead of time, especially if we're putting on a huge event.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, makes sense, okay, that's fine, we'll leave it. It needed to make sense to me now.
Either that, or we do it in like
No,
early.
it makes
In
sense
this
now.
okay.
Either we do that, or we do it in early fall, like September or something, I don't know if that could be an option. Cause I know November is too, and I feel like December's pretty busy as well. What do you think about that? Do September, either September or like March, cause.
So.
No,
even-
September people going back to school, no,
Okay.
but we got moms here, it's gonna be too much. I'm just being honest. Especially when they like late on you, and you have to go to school earlier than you thought. I remember how you remember how I felt when school started. I was going crazy.
Is October not an option?
October, sure, but don't make it September, that's what I'm saying.
Cause we're gonna be planning ahead of time, so it's not gonna feed into like November type stuff.
So we're thinking it's October 2025.
Or March 2026.
Yeah.
When were the 3 galas that I had? Was that not October? Because we also want to be mindful of other people doing things around this
That was
time.
October.
So that was one was what's the name of this? It's also almost an entity by
Cause I feel like
Lauren.
fall tends to be like gala season.
I don't want us to be what everyone else is doing.
So maybe the winter is better.
I like the February one.
Well, what about what is the wellness conference?
Oh, that's another conversation to be had.
Yeah, when is that?
When are y'all thinking we should? I think I proposed May. Do we have?
Yeah, it has to be a time where people are, are
is it?
able to.
Down here. Okay, cool. The conference, yeah. I think I put it down, I put it down as May.
Mother's Day, yeah, May, yeah, that's a good time.
Oh, I did good. May.
Amazing, but after graduation, after the like early May.
So like
People
late May,
graduate.
mid to late May.
Mid
Mid to
yeah.
late May. Okay, please put that in the note. Okay, so we can start looking. Okay, so if the conference is that, I think it leaves room for gala to be October, possibly October, mid to end of
So I
October.
thought you just said there's one in October.
Yeah, that's why. Let me look
I
at my
think I
calendar.
like February.
February.
I think I like.
Cause if it's gonna be a big event, we
After
also
all.
are gonna need time to like actually, if it's like our main event, like, cause you know, a gala is like usually one of the biggest events.
Yeah.
Because it includes the entire community, and it's not just the sisters, it might be better for us to have a little bit more time,
To do that.
just cause time does like, pass really quickly,
Yeah.
and we wanna make sure
Yeah,
all of our
that
funds
was-
are in order.
Yeah, I don't think we should do October. Faith fundraiser,
Yeah.
Faith is actually a pretty big
That was what we're
organization.
supposed to go to, right?
Yeah, the one was supposed to go to, and then there was, Center DC.
Okay.
You guys
That's
remember,
good.
they have a space and stuff and they're growing. I don't wanna compete with nobody. I want us to have our own thing.
Will be made.
2026. Yes, sorry, May for the Health and Wellness Conference.
We don't have a date yet.
We can't have a day, 'cause we just started doing research yesterday.
This meeting in May is considered as mental health month.
It's also Mental Health Month. Oh,
May is mental
everything is coming together.
Like, yes, every June is Pride Day or something.
Yeah, that had to do with it.
Moving on.
And mindful
No, I
of
like
sisters
that.
retreat. So.
So that's.
Yeah, May, that's why May is good. This is,
And the young
Sisters
sisters
retreat.
retreat.
the Young Sister Retreat, so Young Sister Retreat, I put it down for June, and then the Women's Retreat will be July.
I'm also,
You're not doing August this year.
okay, let's be prepared, because remember, we're a small group, so many of us are gonna be in multiple committees, I'm just.
Yeah, no, this is
In
okay.
August.
This is, and remember, the Young Sisters Retreat was never planned for. It was like, oh, but now we know, and we have an idea of what we wanna do. We know, we already have a space, right? It's a matter of us making sure we secure this location for the girls
And
and
then
stuff.
getting their committee standard to start doing.
Yes, to start doing the plan. So I'm more confident with this setup. Knowing ahead of time and being able to plan ahead of time.
And, you have to find out when they wanna do it, like, they gotta get their planning together.
We're gonna tell them we're giving y'all July,
They-
June. Work around it, because they're all out of school. And they're not back in school yet. It's very much summer time. That's what some of the thinking that I put
Yeah, it
into
should be
this.
in a good weather for them, so they can.
Yeah.
So why did you choose July instead of August?
So August was the women's retreat was always supposed to be July.
Okay.
One specific person requested it to be in August, and then that person didn't really fully participate. And I was like, all this, and then I still got stressed out because that July was not a good.
It's too close to school.
It was too close to school start
Yeah.
time. And I was like, so.
Yeah, and.
Anyway, so we're
Yeah,
gonna go back
also
to
good.
July.
July.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot, it's like back to back.
If we have at least a month space,
Yeah,
it's good.
that's why
We can handle a month.
we gotta start.
And I see the pop-ups in April, does that make sense?
Specific dates.
So pop-up, I don't even know, let's do it small. I don't know what makes sense just yet. The original idea was to do it on Bahia's farm, which would be relatively cheap or free space. But Bahia's not even here full-time anymore, so I don't know, we'll have to figure out where we want to do this and how to work it, so I
Does
just put
she
that as a
have to be
placeholder.
present for this?
I would feel more comfortable if she's present, cause her co-farmer is not someone you wanna mess with.
She's a co-farmer?
There's another
gets the
farm
space.
there, the
Oh.
space, there's another farmer there, and I just don't wanna be on his wrong side, let's put it that way.
Which is that?
It's in Claggett, we can find another place, it doesn't have, I'm just saying, I'm just sharing what the original idea, and plus, to do it on a farm, if it's raining, it's a problem. So we should actually start looking at
Like spaces.
spaces, it could be just a warehouse
That's what I was
space.
gonna say, something like
Where, especially if it's a pop-up, where we can, and it'll be our first time doing this, so I have no clue what will completely go into this. Just, I'm just being transparent. It's an idea that I think we should try to explore and see,
I don't think April's a good month for that, I feel like there's a
Okay.
lot going on right now. I think we should kind of get a break, especially if this gala's in March, that's what we're saying, right, end of March.
but the gala will not be
Oh,
this
sorry,
March,
you're right.
right? It won't be
Scratch
this
that.
month.
But May, June, July.
I can handle one major thing a month is when they're not far apart enough. What are these two things? Bouquets and bubblies and Pop-up shop. That does make me think. I think it'll be worth changing. It's about flowers. The font is
Yeah, I
great
think
for
that
that.
should stay there, but
Yeah.
maybe the pop-up can move up a little bit.
To
Or it can
March.
move down.
I do not wanna move it.
Well, it wouldn't
Into-
work, cause March is gonna be all on, so.
Yeah, that won't work. Okay, I'm glad we're brainstorming this. Honestly, that pop-up, shop really depends on where we find
Like,
Right,
venue.
what's
the
available?
venue,
What's
and I don't
available?
know.
It's soon, right,
And I don't know if there's a warehouse that we can rent for a reasonable cost.
What's reasonable?
I don't know either. Like, we look at how much that costs versus how much we can have vendors, pay for space rental, cause they, that's how we're gonna make the money, that's how we're gonna make payment.
Right.
How much you pay vendors, what, number, and I feel like at this point, we can
What
get
does the-
pretty decent
What does
numbers.
this health and wellness pop-up shop look like? I don't know how to envision this. I don't
So,
know.
a lot of people who have like small businesses and stuff, that have small businesses, they don't necessarily have a
What's an
storefront.
example of?
So shea butter, for example, Sister Habiba Shea Butter, or people who, the tea lady who does tea and she goes to like,
An
the
expo,
farm.
they're doing an expo.
It's an
A
expo
mini,
kind of
a
thing.
very mini.
So they come and have the table and set up, but our theme is health and wellness.
Yeah.
So people have things to do. The
We
tea.
can create we can create like a directory of all the different businesses,
Mhm.
and they have like a location, like a manual, and
Right.
people can go with that, with their, it'll be like a business for, like, to promote them.
Exactly. So they come, they'll pay for that
them
space,
to be-
for them to
Yeah.
come, be able to come. Now, I think when we find this pregnancy, we got hung up on, do we charge people to come and attend? Because we're basically inviting the community to come and shop and, cause that's what's gonna make it worth it for the vendors who are coming, right? When people
So
come and buy.
the vendors will have a responsibility to promote
They
this.
they would want to promote.
Yeah.
So when you see all those vendors who are like, oh, come check me out, I'm
Right.
at this, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
We're playing the host to them, with the theme, and what makes us stand out, I think, and would really sell for us is the fact that we're focused on primarily women's health and wellness.
Yeah.
So people, tea, I do yoga, I do whatever it is you have to
I
offer.
don't think we should charge the vendors.
The vendors, okay, yeah, I think we
Yeah,
came
you
to
make
that
it
agreement.
free to the community.
So they come, and then the way we make money is basically how much we charge vendors, but the vendors need to be assured that they will get enough people, enough eyes on their wares to be able to
But I
sell.
don't think there should be an expectation.
Yeah,
for
there's
that.
no way to.
No, there's no guarantee, but that's what would, as a vendor, that's what would entice me to say, oh yeah, I wanna go to that, I wanna table that down.
Also, like, depends on what's the price for them to come there, they can, do the cost.
We should ask those and listeners and see how much.
Kind
they
of like
charge for
this, I
them.
saw this, there's this event space that is in the DMV that like sometimes like entrepreneurs rent to shoot like their products and stuff, and they did something similar. They had this brunch thing.
Send me the link and I can pull it up
It was
here.
like a business bunch, but see how they have vendors, and it was like kind of, I don't know how big
Can
you
you
want it.
text me the link?
Sure.
Girl, I want something, you know me, I like to start small and then we
It's
can
not, like, small, you can just
scale.
It was kind of like they
Yeah.
had vendors and like
Okay.
well, I don't know if we need speakers, but I guess.
So that's part of what the committee will do, is go research and see what spaces we have available, what, you have ideas or things you can share with us. We can explore that and see the pros and cons. What I like about indoor spaces, we don't have to worry about weather, for the most part.
Yeah.
Cause if it's raining, you don't want to have it outside, outdoors, right? It could even be at the Dana Center
Either
is, thank
school
you.
gym or.
Yeah, that's what I was saying,
High school gym, you can.
if they allow it,
Yeah,
but
they allow it.
fire station.
Fire station. Oh, the ones that rent their
They rent
space.
Right.
I went to a reception or something at a
Yeah.
fire station.
Yeah,
I've gone
over the years.
Yeah.
Say again?
Parties.
Yeah.
And the toys, tots or something that we do through Ivy Vine. where we used the sports flats. I don't know if you remember, they gave us,
Right,
all the
right,
numbers,
right.
Amira, you helped
Yeah.
table there before, but I mean, that's a huge large scale. You know, it's something tough,
Yeah.
They had something similar in Ramadan. I don't know if you guys heard of Sport Fest.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And they,
Oh,
but it was
at
a
the
lot.
went there
with the
in
trucks.
Virginia.
Yeah, but there was also
Oh,
an
the
indoor-
thing,
there
yeah,
was
okay.
also an indoor spaces.
Oh, no,
with
Yes,
the
in
vendors.
the inside, yeah.
It was
huge.
very like.
What is that facility? I can't think of it right
What part of Virginia is it?
now. No, I know exactly the place.
Okay, so I don't want us
But
to,
I think that's too big for.
No.
we can just kind of leave it as the date, but this would help us, and especially the committee members, for the committees to say, okay, we got this coming up, let's start looking and researching, so we can prepare for this.
Let's,
You
You wanna send us?
just to know, you're taking notes coming up,
Yes.
that, Elizabeth, or whatever, what's her name, that website she created for all the Muslim women.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
She's nobody's child. Awea, AWEEA.
She has all the Muslim businesses.
She has, so I did go to a website because when I was seeking funding for the retreat, a good chunk of them did not work. So she needs to update them.
Yeah.
She's a one woman.
And I'm sure we also know lots of, there's also
Mhm.
lots of businesses.
Yeah.
So it's like, also like the community.
Mhm.
I mean, cause I'm sure like on the website, like just reaching out to.
There's
our
so many that, you know.
Yeah,
you
but like
go
our
to
own
BJMA,
network and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, AWEEA, Awea.
Okay.
So I mean, we definitely will turn to them to,
Just
you
to
know.
look to see what, so that we can, you know, be able to.
Okay, so anyway, the gala, so we're thinking gala would be February, let's just say after Ramadan,
March
2026. March 2026, so that doesn't come on my calendar just yet. I'm hoping to go back to doing a monthly or quarterly newsletter. Quarterly is more feasible for me, but with a lot of help, we can make it monthly. I think it's worth being able to send,
You said newsletter.
Newsletter, yeah. It's worth doing this monthly, but I would need the help for us to like just send everyone like, what are we doing this month? I mean, the summer went by so fast. I was like, I didn't get a chance to even highlight what we did for, you know, the committee definitely.
You need them.
But you know, I can commit to quarterly, but I think it should be monthly, and we should start passing that along to everyone to like chip in. We always do something before Black History Month and Women's History Month.
Is that something you bring the young ladies in?
We can get them to come in and help with,
The
By
newsletter.
doing an article?
yes. That would
I
be
feel
great.
like month is a lot to start with for now, maybe like. you
So
said,
let's stick with quality then, but I'm just letting you know like what I think would be ideal would be
Right.
monthly. But let's stick with quarterly and be
To
able to
start.
send, so I wanna start off in January, so January will cover, this is what we did in 2024. Why don't you, make sure you join us with the things to look up to, look forward to in 2025 kind of thing. That's the thing I'm looking to present on that, for the January one, so let's say quarterly. All right, so Black History and Women's History, we sort of have a routine and it's 30 photos, okay.
Can we do the trip that we had talked about to, the Harriet Tubman Museum?
I'm going to
Delegation.
dedicate, I'm
I'll
going
do
to
that.
nominate you
No
to
problem.
head that.
I wanna do that.
I wanna do it too, we just never actually get to the point where we do it. So we can do like a whole meetup, we can meet up in, one of the masjid or something
And
and
we
do
do say
the
bring your kids, we go, we do like.
Where's it?
a day.
Harriet Tubman, where is that
Yeah.
city called?
What is it? Is it, what county is it? Carroll?
Tub,
Oh, okay.
I'm about to go to Tubman County.
I forgot which county, but it's far. It's
No, that's why I said that's why I said
Southern, yeah. But I think that would be a good day trip to do during.
So that's possibly Black History Month, February, or Juneteenth.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just pushing it out there.
Dorchester, yeah, Dorchester County, yeah.
Not Tubman.
So that's, what's that Black History Month?
It's in February, Black History Month is
So that
February.
means that we're just doing. like-
So we do weekly stuff, okay, so Black History Month, we highlight Black figures in health and wellness. And then, Women's History Month, it's all women, but we are partial to Black women's contribution, along that line. And we also try to infuse it with, things along the line of health and wellness as well. So at one point, we highlighted the Black lady who contributed tremendously to the COVID vaccine program. She actually went to UMBC, so that was a cool thing to highlight. So we highlight individuals, or group, for those months, and we do it weekly for them.
But what does that mean exactly? Like, is that social media posts?
Oh, yeah, social media posts primarily.
Primarily.
Yes.
Just because I want to get kind of specific.
Yes. It's primarily social, and we'll also highlight it in like the newsletter that's going out or something like that. Okay. End of the year fundraise. End of year fundraiser is November, December. Same thing for this. It's coming up soon, this month, for this year rather. And we can
you explain what that is?
Giving Tuesday. Primarily Giving Tuesday spills into December, because we keep the link open for folks to continue to donate. Ramadan fundraiser will be in March next year, so gear up for that. Throughout Ramadan, we want to make sure that we're reminding people who we are. By that time, we should have Ansar and Nisa up and talking more about that. It's also a time that most people give their zakat money, so I want us to be ready to be able to work along those lines. That makes sense. All right. I'm yelling this out because we're not ready. We're not ready. So Sister Stroll Sunday is every month, and that's pretty much a staple now. We do yoga stretches. You were there. We do yoga stretches to start with. Gina does it, and then we walk and talk, and then it's really nice. The last Sunday we had about 9 of us doing it. So we're starting to see more. Remember when we first started the walking, it was like more, people enthusiasm and stuff like that. So that's
to see new faces. And
it's really nice. Yeah. Monthly yoga is one. I said we're not gonna do weekly, but we can at least sponsor one monthly yoga thing. That would be great. So less stress and less financial burden. Cultivating your green thumb. This is what I was asking about, like April showers, May flowers, whatever. Because I think Bahia opens her farm in March, probably March, but definitely April. So we were gonna do things around and this has to do with something about nutrition and food security.
So would that be Bahia or more?
We'll work with
Phyllis?
Both of them. I don't know who's available. I've never been to Sister Phyllis's garden. I don't know what she has
So
on it.
I know where that garden space that she uses,
Oh.
that garden is more food, where.
Oh, then that's probably.
Yeah, Bahia is flowers, she doesn't grow.
Bahia,
food.
she does grow food. We were going to, it was almost like we were gonna start something with her.
Oh,
but
she did, okay.
She does it on a smaller scale.
At that place where we
Yeah,
were just.
because she can plant anything
Yeah,
on it.
there's the strawberries
Yeah.
and those things, but.
She
okay.
just, flowers is what makes her money. But if there's an already established thing, we can stick with Sister Phyllis. I wanna go, I've never been there, I would love to.
Do you know, Walker Mill Park? It's that
Sounds
park
familiar.
that has a big red sliding board.
It's close, it's in Upper Marlboro.
It's not far from Sweet Tooth.
Okay,
But there's
That's what I was
a
thinking.
farm space like right across from.
okay, so I can start, cause I've actually mentioned this to her, she's interested in doing stuff.
Okay.
And she's interested in joining the board as well, by the way, but she's having a lot of challenges with her mom's health, so she's,
This isn't the time for her.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not just yet, but I would love to see what she has to offer there, so that's something. But we do need to start talking to her about it to get us ready, but that's something that could happen in March, April, when folks are prepping the farm and stuff, and the idea is to create a whole program around possibly encouraging people to have gardens in their backyards, basically. So teach you how to till the soil and all that good stuff. We'll talk to the person, depending on what their process is. Okay, sorry. I know. Oh, 6:50, it does feel late. There's so much fun, but let's get through this.
Healthy Wellness Pop, okay, we talked about that already. Bouquets and bubblies, let's keep,
I don't know if you're familiar with the JoJo Siwa Farm.
Jojo Siwa? You mean like that celebrity girl?
I missed what you said.
She's a black girl.
Oh, Jojo Siwa. Sorry, I was thinking this.
Jojo, I think the name is Jojo Farm. It's a big farm actually. And they even do like field trip for schools and things like that.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're recommending them for cultivating your green thumb or
I was
for?
thinking about it.
Are you familiar with these people? Is that why you mentioned them?
Those people, if they go to Georgia Farm for field trips too, they get their local produce from Georgia Farm and they sell it with the community. Yes, but I've been following her from LinkedIn about like a year now. Their farm is very huge, it's very big.
They have educational programs.
Yes.
Okay.
Should go visit.
I'm open, I think we should do some visits to get a sense of what is, and talk to the people to get a sense of, we won't know if they could, if they
This
could.
is part of the farm with she's on my turn.
Oh, let me see her.
I think we saw, I think I
Oh,
see it.
Dodo Farm. This is Sister Topic. We know her. No, I have a broker, so. I've approached her before, they were not interested.
What she did not.
They were Dodo Farm. It's, I thought it said Jojo, it's Dodo Farm. Jojo is, actually has a meaning. I approached them in the past when we wanted to take the kids to a field, to a farm and see what farming entails and all that, and she was like, they were not interested.
They were not interested in you all visiting?
Yeah, and this, yeah.
Wow.
You can try again, maybe, and then a lot of stuff has happened for her too, she just had a baby as well.
But see,
So-
I wanna be clear, it wasn't a good time, it wasn't a good time for
No.
her.
She did not think they were, no, at that point, I think they were still growing. Oh, maybe that's why too, but at that point,
Was that how long a small place?
this is when we had the out of school club, so between 2020 and 2022.
That
maybe.
was a little while ago.
No, that's not a while, a little bit ago though. She just didn't think that they would be able to do like class to show the kids. I know she's focused more on the selling at the farmer's market, I mean, I see her all the time.
I thought you meant she just didn't wanna work, like, this is work that they do, I just don't wanna do a job.
Oh, no, not that.
Okay.
They don't teach.
So this is,
No,
okay.
like kids goes there for field trips.
Yeah, we can, I think we
I think, no, they must have recently figured out that it's a moneymaker because.
I'm looking on
Okay.
LinkedIn, it says
Because
5
I
years
remember
ago.
they did an interview with the county,
Yeah.
the county, Howard County.
Again, I'm just letting y'all know, cause I did my part, like, I was out for Apple. Yeah, there's another one in Beltsville that I went up there, I'm like, we had this out of school club and and they were like, oh no, we don't do that, okay,
What
moving on.
about USDA? And their farms, cause I was a girl, when I was a Girl Scout, a part of like a hundred
They have a program,
years
they have a
ago.
whole program.
Yeah, they have a whole
For
program.
For kids.
For eight,
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
showing
showing
how
like
another one.
this is a College Park, the USDA farm.
Oh, yeah,
I
I went there,
Yeah, I probably was like 7 or 8, but I remember
They
going.
take out all
Is this
the-
like- Yeah.
Mary University, it's on their,
Because I know they have like
The
a
back
farm,
roads.
it's like
Powder
Powder
Mill
Road.
Yeah.
the back roads.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we
I-
like during the fall, we like harvested like pumpkins, squash, and they taught us like about agriculture and stuff.
I'm fine with that, I'm just, we should explore all of them and see which one lands for us,
First engagement.
yeah.
So
Alright,
that goes with green thumb.
So.
Yes.
cultivating your green thumb, yes.
Yeah.
Jojo Farm.
Put
another
maybe
one, so let's put
engagement committee.
Let me see
Okay.
her name.
And
What's this one from called?
Have you heard about
what
the
is
Botanic
this
Garden?
Bloom.
Eco Blossom.
Eco Block.
ECO Blossom.
We can try the Botanic Garden. The Botanic Garden is in the southwest. It's a very
I wonder if they'll let us host like bouquets and bubbles there or something.
That would be
Probably not.
No, then if
But
we're
to
gonna host
visit.
something like they're not gonna let us table something with the Botanic Garden now.
Let's stick with Eco Blossoms.
It's just so big.
Even though we don't make money from it, like what was it, we made like $300 or something from the event. I still like the camaraderie. Like I like the women. I mean, for some women, it's such a powerful event. Like,
I was gonna ask Camilla, did you do an assessment of that program to see if there's any way to enhance it to make it more
Which program?
fruitful, the bouquets and bubbles?
I've
Where are
never-
we wasting money?
I've-
Where are we?
I don't think it was a waste of money.
Or where
it
we not,
just-
we're not pricing it correctly.
Oh, of course. I mean, we already know that. We don't price. If you leave prices to do everything will be free. Okay, we know that. Sometimes we don't think-
Yeah, we definitely can run that assess that and analyze.
So I know. I'm letting you go argue. I'm okay. Okay with it. I'm the first to tell you.
Price.
It was like 30.
That doesn't even cover like.
Okay, stop. This is gonna be quiet.
Cause I like do
Oh, that's true.
flowers,
That's
so when I
really
price
good.
it, like you have to price, you have to three or four times it, and that doesn't include labor.
Yeah.
But if you're going at the farm, you can take out the labor, but you still have to price it correctly.
Okay, clearly that's not my son.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
So it's a beautiful thing. But
Yeah, no, we know, we
can
definitely.
grow the program, like grow it as something that sisters can come out and participate in.
Yeah.
Because I
Why did you say grow it?
like grow the program, like the
Okay.
bouquets and bubblies, because I feel like that's something a lot of sisters would be interested in going to
And
a
the
Muslim farm.
Non-Muslim, everybody.
Yeah, like it's a great activity.
Oh, no, it's not as just, yeah, it's definitely something that's open to everyone.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying to think who was at oh, that was another thing that some other people came to. But yeah, it's something open. The idea is just having that moment where you're getting to know the flowers, cutting the flowers, making your bouquet,
Yeah.
just having that girl time is so valuable.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think we should keep it.
No,
I think
it's
valuable
a great
stuff.
event, but we just need to
Price it better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, so then the conference, we are settling at May. Right? I'm sure I can see this correctly. May?
That's the retreat,
No. Oh, no, it says April. May, I'm sorry. May, that's Mother's Day month and all the other things that you
I
mentioned.
just wanna go back to the cultivating your green thumb. The idea is not just for education purposes, it's just to have like a hands-on activities as well.
I'm open to however we put it together. Because I want us to be able to say, I want us to start addressing the issue of food deserts or nutritional health and things like that. And food, yeah, period. And how, what a great idea it would be for you to be able to learn how food grows and things like that, and possibly.
What was your question again?
My question is, would it be just like an education purposes, or do you want it to be hands-on activities as well?
Yeah.
It can be both.
That's
It can be, it can be both, and like to what Fazia was saying, you have these food deserts. A lot of people have a window, a sunny window spot, or you live in an apartment, you have a balcony. And how could you utilize this limited space and grow things? It's doable, and you can learn that at this, how to grow tomato, like potted things.
Yeah.
You can grow tomatoes or peppers.
And let's say we have enough. So let's say down the road, we now have 10, 20 women, 20 people in the community doing this, right? And they have produce, and now it's like, oh, I have too many tomatoes.
we can now move on
All
to
of the-
setting up like a trade by water type meetup.
I grew up in an apartment building on the 7th floor. We had a balcony. We grew peppers and tomatoes on the balcony. I live in a townhome and I bought 5-gallon buckets, the paint buckets. In my backyard, I grew strawberries, tomatoes. I did some string beans and squash. And it didn't take up a lot of space. So those are things that.
That's the whole idea, basically
Yeah,
that's the
that's
idea,
what-
to promote it.
When I say hands-on, this is one hands-on activity I did last year with my daughter. It's on Route 50. I will put back my emails, find their contact, and they do for schools and things like that. It's really hands-on. They will tell you how to show you. It's on Route 50 by the Costco in DC on the opposite
Oh,
side.
it's, I know what you're talking about.
You're not talking about the national.
Saturday,
At the
Arboretum.
National Arboretum.
let me look up an email, right?
But no, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's a really hands-on.
Whoever, it's everything. So the idea is to teach us how to
I'm
even
gonna
get
find it
started.
in my email.
So Ruki, the idea is for us to teach us how to get started, because some people like me, I don't wanna touch the soil because I'm scared of snakes. So maybe they can help me get over my fear of snakes, and I can stop.
Like maybe, if we could find a community garden.
Process from.
This is all leading towards that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to know what it takes to even start the till, what goes into it. Right. I think she would be one to work with us long term, like
Right,
more.
and maybe we could start one with her.
So anyway, yeah, I don't wanna get bogged down on
Yeah,
that, but
that
you
might
you
be
get what
too
I'm
much.
saying.
Yeah.
This is something that we're putting out there so we can build on it. And the Young Sisters Retreat, June, the Women's Retreat, July. So that kind of spaces that out. So Jamila, this is all you, girl. Women's health. Some things are not solely you, but.
Not just you.
So anyway, community engagement.
You delegate.
Oh, yes, yeah. Don't do it all by yourself,
Yeah,
because
right.
you don't wanna be cozy.
Yeah, wait, that's the one.
Um,
the mental health, the mental health.
This two we're not doing, we're just, it's
So
just share of
What
placeholder.
area, what part did you say you don't need?
So your women's health and wellness, women's health initiative.
Okay.
So the
the
sister
pop-up.
stroll is
Okay.
under your purview, the yoga,
Got
the
it.
cultivate your green, well, this is not just women's health, it actually
Okay.
should be
Community.
community engagement. I need to
Right.
move that.
Yeah.
I'll move that to community engagement. Health and wellness pop-up shop, Bouquets and Bubblies, the conference, and the retreat.
Bouquets and Bubblies is women's health.
It's
only
related to the
women.
conference, or it's related to the retreat.
Yeah, we use it as a way to promote the retreat,
Okay.
but there's a mental health aspect to that as well.
Yeah.
Mental health and
So,
wellness
yeah.
piece to that.
I understand.
So it's only women, we don't want no men. We can have a book, I don't know what to call it for them. So, make sense to you now? Oh, the conference, but have no fear, it's about partnerships. We would not, so whenever, Social Muslims, like I said, is already on board, when we start actually having meetings with them, you, inshallah, be part of that. And, we can, I just wanna take it one step at a time and not overwhelm ourselves. But now that we have a month to work towards, we can say, clear your schedule, please. And this is part of what I'm going to go to the Stronger Together group, that conglomerate of Muslim-based nonprofits, to say, we have our schedule for 2025. What does your schedule look like? These are things we're thinking about. These are things we want to partner with you on, and then start seeing where we kind of mesh together and go from there. Again, the biggest one is the conference. So the sooner we are able to share this with them and get certain people on board, the better. All right. Community engagement, pretty much, primarily, are you on there? I don't know if you're still here. So, Ansar Anisa, then that goes into getting that set up. I've said it a million times already, we'll get there. Oh, the Sisters Iftar, and this is something I do need to like, it's in kind, I do need to put a dollar amount to it, this is the iftar at my home.
The sisters iftar.
Yeah, that we did, and then we use that to introduce the active project, introduce the retreat, introduce, other women that have businesses and stuff like that. I'll come up with how much that costs and we can put it on our in-kind donation.
Maybe at some point we can move it out of your home.
I mean, I don't mind, actually, it's primarily, that's why I'm not eager to like move it like right away. If we want to now do an active project, iftar,
That's what I mean, like expand.
it will not be in my home.
That's what I mean, I mean,
Yeah. Absolutely, we can think about, but I mean, at that point, I would probably still have my own iftar, because I have a reason for wanting to have iftar, because Ramadan is so focused on women being in the kitchen and sleeping up with the men and cooking, that I've made it a point, and my husband's on board with us, I want to focus on worship as well, and I want to prioritize my worship, I want to prioritize, being able to be with other women as well, that's why I have the whole Tarawih led by women. I'm not going to call my husband or my kids to do that. Like so I'm keeping that for myself.
What's the sister that led?
Her name Almoid is alive. Hassana. She just had a baby.
Really?
Did you know she was pregnant?
Oh, she was pregnant.
Yes, she was hiding so else. I was like, she had the baby maybe 2 months ago.
Did you know it at the time?
I did. I was like,
She gave me like a big Quran, and I still have it.
She gave it to you as a gift?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's
I have
sweet.
like the different, I think it's like
Script?
5 juz. No, but it's like little booklets, but it goes in this big Quran, it's giant, and it's,
That is so
that was
sweet.
like, I still remember like that day. She's so sweet. She'll she's very well.
She is. Her akika for the baby was on the day of the field day. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming. I was like, no, I'm not coming. It's a field day. So the baby's still like brand new. Mashallah.
I don't know if this could be related to, because I know that we're a faith-based organization, but we're not just serving Muslim populations, but maybe something like a Quran type of program. I don't know if that's something that you're
Like, I don't put it in as, okay. When you talk, so we do have a halakha that Sister Husseina typically leads every 2 weeks. In fact, we're supposed to have one tomorrow, right? I invite folks to attend, and I'll tell you why. When you join the Muslim-based like halakha group type thing, you have to remember the people with different madhabs, right?
Yeah.
Different schools of thoughts. I never want to get into
even
a crazy
on sex.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the sex part. Like I'm all Sunni. I'm sorry, I can't handle any other one. I'm already biased along those lines. And I also don't want to get into the different. Oh, this is how you pray. This is how you stand. I'm the middle path. And I shut things down on the group chat that we have. So we do that, but we don't. But it's not part of the nonprofit in terms of cameras off. It's not part of the nonprofit.
It got caught on it. I was trying to like, I don't know.
So it's not part of. So I'm stuttering, but it's not something
I get
that
what you're saying.
I'm not going to make it like the after project halakha. No.
Yeah.
It's going to be separate.
Right. I see.
That
Like
makes sense.
affiliated but separate.
Yes.
Like we can say, like we can talk about it to like the community.
Yeah, it's all the time. Because Sister Husseina, who leads the halakha, she's the one that usually does the spiritual wellness piece for the retreat. She didn't do it last year because her son was getting married, like around the same time. So yes. So,
Did you want to say something?
I'm not sure if I'm following the whole conversation.
you're not, because it's so.
Are some of the statements that you just made about the differences, is that something that you would want to list in your core values?
No, I don't want it to like I don't want to say we only serve Sunni Muslims. So someone who's Shia cannot benefit from it.
Okay.
I would never do that. Does that make sense to you all? I would serve.
Know if the value could it be stated should it be stated in a way that fits a core value?
Well, not the core value, in the bylaws.
You have to take Jimmy out of it altogether.
Oh, yeah, that's not have to do with me. In the bylaws, we did have this discussion, remember, with Sister Sharima, when, I think we were talking more in terms of sort of succession planning, like, if the occupier were to go out of business, so to speak, we would, you know, transfer everything to a Muslim-based type, faith-based organization or something like that, or even, oh, no.
That's why we said that follow the.
Yeah, we did not, yeah, we stated it so that it's very mainstream, and I don't like to use that word, but it's very mainstream, you know, middle of the line type entity. Sister Husseina's calling me. So it's not like some kind of extreme to one side or the other. We have, and you can look into it, we have language to kind of like cover that. And now, but, yeah, and it's going to become a
I get what you mean, like when you get too into, I mean, unfortunately.
I'm gonna leave that to PGMA, I'll leave that to Data Center, I'll leave that to, ICC, who are qualified to address that.
That's not our.
Health and wellness, that's what we're gonna do.
For all.
That makes sense.
Just because I know you guys include that in like the retreat, like you embed it in a way.
Oh, Coach K. Right.
Okay.
That's the food.
That's dinner. But still ask, who is it? The library. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Right, so Protestant, right, you know, so, in a way that she might get that, right? She might understand like, oh, wouldn't like that.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I can wait to eat that salad.
The kill one?
Yeah, with all the yummy stuff, with the dressing and.
We can have a truck for our conference, but we gotta be healthy food.
Say that again?
The conference, I was thinking of them as a truck.
Like if they had a.
They could cater.
Who is them?
Bruce.
Oh, I was like, who are you talking about?
It's not like the bag that they give. Wait, are they?
Where's the space?
Does it come with a bag?
You can have that.
Can I have one?
It's so cute. Where's this?
Yeah, I didn't know it was
Yeah.
that.
Where you looking? Excellent. Yes, I gotta look it up.
No, it's in College Park, cause
Oh,
I've already
it's College
looked it
Park?
up. I've already
Oh.
looked it up. It's in College Park.
Can I have that other bag?
That's right, you heard me ask for the bag, right? I want the bag. I want this one in there.
Okay, the chicken. Yeah. Let me contact Mahfouz to come look at the toilet.
Oh, what is that?
The toilet is funky.
Oh,
Which one? Here on this level?
This one, yeah, down here.
Oh, the barbecue something, that was actually some. Alright, we have that. We do. See,
Did you know that?
Sure, they know what's in the barbecue. Just to give this away.
I didn't know. I mean, like, I saw it, but I didn't know.
Okay.
I set up my friend, I'm already sending emails to my friends.
There you go. Like, let's get a head start before Tuesday.
Yeah. I put 1,000, so I'm gonna aim high.
Wait, are you making it?
Yeah.
See, before, oh,
You like layer it, like this is a cake.
cause before it came together in a bowl, that's.
It was a different
Oh,
meal I
I
must
know.
have ordered.
Okay.
You know, I don't remember what I ordered, I'm glad I remember the story though. I just looked it up on my page and started to think. Okay. Do y'all wanna break, who's on the schedule? I'll look at the schedule. Do you need to use the restroom though? No. You good for now?
Because we
We have other ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, plan 2025 calendar, we're still doing that.
I like the people.
I know, there's so much freedom. That's
But you have to see the problem.
Say it again?
Would you have scheduled?
Yeah, we can, okay. Yeah, I think we're almost done with this. This is good. I mean, I just want you to know I appreciate us going through this. It's growing pain, but it'll be better to go through this pain now than later.
We're gonna have to, like, adopt a final calendar. So what is like, we gonna have to pick some dates and put them down.
A lot of them are pending because we don't know.
Yeah, it's
like,
We
pending.
can, yeah, I
Yes.
think the only dates we can have are the quarterly and the annual
Yeah.
meetings.
It's all
Because
contingent upon the availability
Availability
of
of
the
the space.
facility, yeah.
partners, we can still adopt this.
We know it's, you know.
Yeah, that's what, we can adopt this,
that.
that's fine, and then we'll fill in the
Again,
dates
it's
as
very
we go.
contingency, like,
Yeah.
we wanna,
We can
there's no
always do that.
spaces available at this facility in May, but they have
Yeah.
June
Yeah,
available, you know.
we can adopt it and just put it on the bottom of it,
Yeah.
you know, subject to change.
Just have a
you know.
potential date.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, I just wanna ask, there's on the schedule at 5:30 is review of the board assessment, is that complete?
yeah, I think we're
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
that's what we done.
So,
What we did not do is,
the board
protocol for board membership, we didn't do that, so that's still something that's pending that we can,
do tomorrow.
tonight,
Oh, okay.
I got y'all on the 8:30, don't be trying to skip out on me. We're gonna run real long, we have to finish. Okay, so the drives, Ramadan meals, that goes along food security, programming, you know, that's relatively an easy way. We can co-sponsor iftar at the masjid, we can volunteer, speaking of which, we can have shirts, Happy Friday shirts to give us more visibility, and tell folks about what we do. So let's keep that in mind, community engagement, we should do different masjids, because we serve the whole community. And that, I put that down for March during Ramadan. The food and hygiene drive, it's a partnership with Soulful Muslims, and they tend to like to do it in Ramadan as well. We just need to make sure we come up with a date beforehand, so where everyone has it on their calendar. This is a relatively easy, coordinate with them, it's a relatively easy thing to do together, and we would be able to, you know, meet the needs of so many people in the community, you know.
That's for the fair. Sorry.
No,
Food and
hygiene drive, and that'll be in Ramadan as well,
Okay,
March.
we're done.
The Eid gift, I don't know if y'all wanna do it, I put it there, and that'll be April, during Eid. The Soulful Muslim are always, they have a Soulful Eid. It's usually Eidul Adha, I think they've done Eidul Fitr sometimes. If they're doing it, I'm not competing with them because they're huge. We can partner with them, but the partnership probably look more like us actually doing, you know, volunteering our time to help them with
So
stuff. 'Cause
don't look
they- it's well-
affiliated to us at all.
Huh?
Is that what you mean?
I don't know what they would want. Do you all even want to do that?
Why don't we just do it for Eagle Fitr?
I think that they sometimes, that's the thing, we usually find out about Soulful Muslims things like,
No, I mean like
Last
do it
minute.
separately from them.
I'm not, if they're doing it, I'm not gonna do it.
No, I'm saying if they're doing Eid al-Adha
I'm saying sometimes I think we do Eid al-Fitr as well.
for the
I've only done the
gifts.
one.
I've only done the Eid al-Adha one.
Right.
The only Eid al-Adha that
I
we
only
do.
think they do the one.
I still
Okay.
dream of my yacht.
Oh, we still want to do.
We went and looked at the yacht, we got on the boat and everything, we checked it all out. The numbers were not what, see, this is, the numbers was not numbering, man, it was too
On a yacht
expensive.
for sisters, yeah.
How much was
You
this?
have to, we do like 10,000.
Wait, so wait, let me ask this, how
Down
many
payment, so
people,
how much is
To hold it.
how many people could board the
Keep, what, 50?
50?
Yeah, it was a big
Could-
thing.
And the total cost was 10,000.
Yeah.
What did this include,
include?
did this include any food or any?
Like, I think we were gonna be, food was not gonna be like a big cost.
It was gonna be.
The reason,
It's just
the
the
reason I
yacht.
asked, could the gala
Be
be
on the
this,
yacht.
yes, could the gala be on the
That's
yacht?
what
That
I'm
could be the
thinking.
thing.
The gala could be on the yacht, but it would be
But
cold.
that, I feel like
right?
that would.
And then that would
make sense.
justify a ticket price that people, oh, what are you thinking, what's happening?
That's
Well,
I think that's wonderful.
Okay.
I just think that that's committee talk and you bring it back to the board.
Thank
Yeah.
you, alright, you got it, alright. Yeah,
Moving on.
I know that, thank you, that's why I wanted to know, I knew something with that. I wanted it to get right.
women would go.
No.
Like
Yeah.
for a woman's event only, maybe,
Yes,
but
women's
not
event
like for a family, like a
No,
community event.
not a
Like, it
community
would be
event.
like a
Is
comedy
the
event.
gala intended as a community event?
Y'all said bring the men, cause they got the money,
The
but
gala
we
was,
have to party.
the gala was a community event, but
An e-party for women, that's what we
Oh,
were
that's what
thinking
you're
about.
saying.
Yeah.
The numbers were not numbered, I'm gonna be honest, and we'll discuss further, in the, cause we scratched it last night, it broke my heart.
Yeah, that was mine, that was my dream, that was mine. But it will happen with it, I know that, it will.
So we should keep thinking about each gift, I think, once I have a conversation with Rosa, and I know they're last minute, that's the thing, so I think I'll push them towards like, let us know what your plans are and stuff. So how much we wanna do, what we wanna do for each gift, or our each gift, gift drive could just be co-sponsor, working with is it ICNA? That we bring the gifts here and we wrap them up and then they take it, ICNA Relief, I think.
They do it for the shelters, I mean.
Then they usually would use the masjid as a space to wrap the gifts and stuff.
Sister Rita.
Right, yes. So I think, let's keep it, then
We
I'm
can
now
talk to
convinced.
Rita early on and find out what's.
Exactly, what's going on earlier now, so that's for you, I hope you're hearing this. And then, so I have this,
Yeah.
you know, okay, so this thing in, yellow highlights, community field day, because we were thinking about merging it with the fall family fun day. It's fall family fun, not day, anyway, fall family fun. We were looking to merging those two, and community health fair. I don't even know it's committee discussion. I don't.
There's no food.
And even merging the two activities from the pre-K walk and the community, health day, fun day.
I
Would
think
the
that,
committee would bounce around the ideas and bring back.
No, who's the brother you're supposed to be talking to about that, booking this? What's his? It is my.
No, is there another one?
Oh God, I got them mixed up. I think I just sent this message in a big week. I feel so bad.
Who did you send a message? But what did it say? What did it say?
That's okay.
What
It
did
is
it
my
say?
cruise, right?
Well, hey, if I'm gonna get it done, that's all we need.
Okay, Fuzzly.
This is the head guy.
What is your message? What did you say?
The toilet is blocked! The toilet is blocked, that's my.
Unsend it.
No, he responded.
What was his response?
I'm checking, someone will be there soon.
No, that's good.
No, but this is another person you bother with the toilet is clogged, do you get what I'm saying?
It's okay.
It's
I don't
good.
think it's that deep. He'll do it.
Well, he's gonna bother the person that should be, and
Yeah.
we'll get,
But Brother Foster would not be happy when his boss calls him to be like, go check right now.
Well,
It is what it is.
it's
I wanted to say,
maybe that's Godward to getting it done faster.
Uh-huh.
Even if you
I
don't
know,
ignore him, it will take
you're
more
not
time.
getting him in trouble. You just
Yeah.
text him, message wrong.
I think
for
to
the
send it
gift
to
drive,
the
you have it
person
listed
and
for,
they need to send it, the boss person. So she-
April, shouldn't it be for March?
Ramadan ends March 30th.
So the drive,
So
It's the
technically,
day after Ramadan ends.
Well, there's still March 31st. Like, it could be like
Yeah.
at the end of the March, you know what I'm saying? It's more like a March event.
But also, people do celebrations, each celebration after.
especially depending on
Yeah,
what
it
day
don't
March
have to,
31st.
exactly, it don't have to be exactly the day after.
Okay, cause
We don't always do it on the day.
you don't,
No, oh, girl, you would be stressing out.
they used to actually, my mom actually years ago, she used to do like this gift drive, like this might have been like 10 years ago, but she would do it on Eid Day though. And they had like tables set up like where they prayed Eid Salah and they had like wrapped gifts.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I was, when I said,
Well, be ready to serve a whole lot more people.
I mean, that's fine, but it was nice for the kids to actually receive.
It is, on the
Like they
day.
come to the.
Or it could just be something as simple as like candy.
No, it wasn't candy, it was
No,
like
I'm
toys.
Everybody gets the candy.
It was toys, but they had it according to like age group.
Yeah.
So they have.
Yes,
the-
I
We did that in Orlando. We
I
went to
remember
the-
something like that, cause
You
it was
was
like.
Oh, I missed it, cause I was a
Yeah.
glorified driver.
What they
And it's 3 to 5.
For the kids.
And 7 to 9, even unisex or
Yeah.
boy specific toys, girl
Exactly.
specific.
And they
unisex
had during
toys.
Ramadan they had the toy drive, so that's when a lot of people donate the toys, and then it would stop like a week before Eid, and then
Everyone-
the week before Eid.
Is
like,
when it's
they would-
really bad.
Okay, community discussion, I like that. I don't wanna get into it, cause I'm gonna get lost. Community field day. Okay, so this is something that needs to be ironed out further in the community, like what would it look like if we merge field day with the fall 3K? I like the idea, I just want us to talk it out some more. Volunteer and then community health fair. I don't even know what to say. We can, because masjids have their own community health fair. If we're doing the conference, we're not doing health fair, I'm just being honest with y'all.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's do
basically
one.
Everyone does health fairs, everyone does health fair as well, we can be at those health
the
fairs.
fair would be in
And
the conference.
For visibility, the fair is kind of rolled up into the conference.
So what
I haven't, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like you said, if they are doing the community health fair, we can have like the stress ball for stress release and
Yeah,
table.
Can have
and-
table there and
I
talk
just,
about.
when I imagine a health fair, I think like, it's like a community health, I feel like a conference is like a little bit different, it's more like.
Speeches and stuff.
Yeah, it's more
Okay.
speeches, it's more
Yeah,
like
I was-
breakout rooms,
yeah.
it's more specific to women, like it's not really kids there, you know what I mean? Like
So,
adult
In
women.
at Hampton, they do the Black Family Health Fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
talking
so
about.
that's what I'm thinking of, when
Yeah,
I'm thinking about the
same.
women's conference, that's what I was.
Oh,
thinking,
okay.
The Health and Wellness Conference, it's something like that. Is a Black family, you get, they have a t-shirt, they have a pack, they have different booths that you go to.
Is that what you're thinking for the conference?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about for the conference.
For the conference, I was thinking more like a more formal conference where it's like, kind of like the one you went to in California.
Yeah, I wanted people to like to go there with concrete things, get their check, get them checked out.
At the
that's
conference, that's a fair, that's a health fair.
That sounds like.
That's a health fair.
So let's do the fair thing versus the conference. Let's plan for the fair.
No, we're doing
No,
the
no, the
conference.
conference is important because it's a different.
We're doing the conference, this is the long time coming.
That's what you're thinking about, then I think we need to do the fair with the community field fair. And do the
Yes.
health
Add
fair.
it, so it'll be all those three things together then, community field day, the
And health
3K
fair.
Unless
and
we can
health fair.
find another organization that's doing a fair, like partner
So
with
that
their
was-
50K.
yeah.
So the health fair, no, we actually don't have to do the heavy lifting, we can invite health departments, we just have to make sure we tell them ahead of time. But what the caveat I'm gonna leave with you all is, if we're moving this to like Thanksgiving weekend, it's gonna be tough for them to get someone to be there, or I guess if we tell them in January, if we tell them a year in advance, they'll be able to manage that.
I don't know, I was thinking the fair should be separate, like it shouldn't be with the family
Okay.
fun, because I feel like that's
It'd be
like
too
too
many
much.
So when we started talking about the fair versus conference, someone said everybody's doing a health fair.
Yeah.
So if that is the case,
Do we need to do
do
that?
we need to?
Who else is
Like,
doing it?
I don't know,
MCC
I
does
mean,
a health
someone
fair,
just said it.
BCA
But what I mean
has-
is, if at the health fair, there are particular screenings or these kind of things, do
Wait,
they
so-
need that?
What I can tell you what's missing from my perspective with the health fairs that currently goes on in the community is it's not Black focused.
Yeah, I see.
Does the mosque do one?
Say it again?
Does the mosque have one?
Yeah, they
That's
do,
what
but
we're
it's not
saying.
necessarily focused on health or the health of Black Muslims necessarily. I feel like that's our strongest suit, that's where we come in
But do
strong.
you think we should frame it that way? Do you think that's like maybe excluding like other groups?
I would not necessarily, I don't think we necessarily need to say Black conference, Black health fair rather.
But we
It's
should-
understood who our target is based on the work that we do. And I know that people come to our event because as Black people, they feel comfortable participating in this because I fit in. Does that make sense to you?
Well, not that it's addressing, I guess, the health challenges of this community, is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Like it's catered toward the community.
Yeah.
I see that, okay.
I mean,
not that they're not doing good work. We can, I'm just putting it out there.
Wait,
Again,
does PJ Emmanuel have a
I don't know about PGME,
Well,
but
maybe
I know
we can partner
MCC.
with them, because have you guys heard with the new imam? He's doing a lot of really great work with the youth and like
What's
community
his name?
engagement. He's Somali, he's like really young in his 40s.
Oh, yeah,
but
he's new, okay.
He's new, but I love the programs that he's doing, so he might be open to doing a health fair in collaboration with us.
That would be good.
Okay.
Cause I see that DCA has one, I've personally never been to it, so I don't really know how it is, but. And MCC has one, so why not maybe bring one to PGMA? And you know, that serves also.
That serves that.
Exactly.
I'm open to that, I like that.
And then keeping the 3K separate.
Yeah, I think that should be
So then when would you have the?
That sounded weird, okay.
So when would you have the fair?
Where does it say that it is right now?
That is not in.
We don't have a month, I don't have a month, it's open.
Oh, it's open, okay.
Yeah, that's the community field day, right? And the fair.
It used to be together, but we're gonna have to separate that.
And the community field day will be separate.
Can it be?
Because community field day is now being rolled up with 3K,
So it's in November.
so it's not November.
Okay, so that's.
So healthcare, it is healthcare by itself,
Okay.
which it should be a standalone
Fine.
program, which it wouldn't.
Fine. So community field day is gonna be in November, then the health fair.
So we can propose to PGMA that we would like to do a health fair with you all and, you know, start talking about our ideas.
That would be a good pre-back to school thing.
I was gonna
because
say
health-
September, maybe.
Yes.
Oh,
Would
because
work.
a lot
Health
of,
and what,
a
yeah,
lot of,
getting your
physical
checkups and
goals.
things like, yeah, so, yes.
Okay.
Apparently they had one in collaboration with ICNA Relief
Yeah,
this past September.
okay.
I never heard about it, so I don't know.
I feel like IGNOR Relief works, and I've tried to connect with IGNOR Relief, I just have, if I've spoken to people directly, I don't know if they just don't take us seriously or what, on email directly, they tend to want to work directly with just the masjid to do they have their system, which is great. I went to the one in Darul Hijra, that's how I found out I had high blood pressure. Darul Taqwa, sorry, not Hijra, Darul Taqwa, in like Ellicott City side, Columbia Ellicott City side. And I'm fine with that, they have it down pat. I want to use the PG County Health Department.
Yeah.
Because that's the population that we serve for the most part, and they would know, I mean, that's just the way, but we can still.
And I think they
These
would,
little
I don't know,
push-
this seems like it was this past year before I don't know, I think the imam just got
It's
brought
okay,
in, but I
I'm
think they
open.
would be open to it.
Yeah, I'm open to it, so let's go ahead and, take that note and we'll put that as, possibility. When the committee's meeting, we can now set up time to like meet with them, introduce ourselves and say this is what we have to offer. All right, volunteer appreciation dinner, I'm not gonna put anything there for now, just because we don't have a formal, and it's something that we can easily find a date for. There's the volunteer appreciation day. I think that's in April, but right now we don't really have volunteers, so it's just kind of in there. Out of school club and back to school stuff, it starts in September, that's kind of like, we don't have to think about it until then anyway, but
It's on there.
it's on there as just placeholders.
What do you
So
mean
that's-
by that statement? I'm sorry. That you don't have to worry about it until September.
Not that we don't have to, so we're not equipped to bring back the out of school clubs just yet.
So the question would be, do we want to try to address it in 2025 or are we looking at 2026?
2026, I think, because I think we said.
And then we will just focus on, continuing to partnership with others to meet that focal area, while we continue to build on these.
No, but you have these programs that we've talked about, we said, okay, we could do the visit to the Harriet Tubman, so we've kind of redirected what we're doing.
That's not out of school club.
Then what is that? Isn't that
We're talking
doing
about
what,
out of school.
Yeah, out of school clubs, isn't that, aren't we reaching out to that
That's more of a
group?
community engagement event.
Yeah, I think Out School Club is specifically focused on like.
Education.
Yes.
Scholastic.
But is it not education, isn't
It's more, yeah, what do you guys think? Am I the only one? I see more as community engagement, not education. It's educational,
Yeah.
but it's for the community. I would couch that more under community engagement.
I think what she's saying is that, again, committee discussion, but if you're interested in still serving the young people and helping them excel scholastically, how can we do that in a creative way? That it could be instead of an after-school club. Is it called after-school? Or out-of-school? As an out-of-school club, what are some of the unique ways that we can serve those youth so they can still add to their skill sets as a student?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so to have a committee to sit down with that committee, you might want to invite some educators in and say, how can we create something that's unique for the kids that that can still add to what they learn in science or history or engage them in that. So even the hands-on,
The art, the health, the agricultural.
the agricultural thing, and that and partner with organizations, other organizations to do something similar.
So maybe that could go into 2 focus areas.
Yeah.
Like it could
And
go
if that's something that you come up with, the actual idea for that to start in 2026, or get a core group of young people to help plan it as well. And then you can start marketing it and get money for it and have the assistant program director, whomever, who could handle it.
Yeah, like the program you did
That's part of it.
with the sister, you're still doing it in a different way. You've redirected how you are approaching. You're not doing that, going to M&M, but you are approaching that in a different way.
So I have this placeholder just as, this is when we usually will do like a full-blown out-of-school club stuff.
I understand, but I understand that one aspect of it, but now you've incorporated a different element of reaching out to that group. So that you're saying, okay, we're not going to M&M, but here's what we're also doing. In addition to partnering with partnering with our other groups to do that more scholastic, more educate, but here's other ways we're using to educate our youth and to keep in contact with that group.
I see.
Yeah.
How did you explain that? I see.
Until you can raise funds to do what you really want to do. What's the vision for that particular program?
So how does that work in terms of so you're gonna the scholastic achievement for right now is gonna be just forming groups and taking them on different.
Finding the unique ways, like you did the scholarship thing, that's a way to reach out to them, to learn too about preparing for college. You did another thing about mental health for the youth. That's another way to reach out to them. And you're still partnering with
Mom
Network and others. So you're still doing that in different ways. You're not directly hands-on in terms of educating. That's not necessarily our strength. We're really good about creating experiences and helping them grow and introducing them to other things. But so I think we have to be cognizant of where we're strong.
Yeah, and
where we're different, because we're not the STEM group, but we have other skills and that we can offer that.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll just block up that time for additional stuff, but keeping in mind that the type of activity you described.
And if we have that on our website, we can now expand it to not just include the so that we are doing more things, we're building experiences, guidance for college and things like that.
College visits would definitely be something to put in as well.
So we're expanding our reach in a sense.
Thank you. All right, so that's the plan for 2025. Got a full book. Y'all can go ahead and we're gonna do the motion. Somebody else. Oh, sorry, everything. You got one?
That will be Camilla, you are the next senior person.
Okay,
Motion to repeat after me. Motion to To adopt
Okay,
the
motion to
calendar.
adopt, the calendar of events for 2025.
All in favor?
Uh,
No, someone had to second the motion first.
Second.
I make a motion for
Second.
Say it.
Say second.
second, all in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So unanimous, so we are.
I'm not, you there? You still have the quorum anyway, so. Okay. So Karen,
Yes, I am.
are you in favor of adopting?
Yes.
So the motion is passed.
Okay, that's all I got. I'm tired.
Yes.
It's a lot.
We got more what else is happening?
No, we've done them.
Okay.
And we can move, how can we improve the board to tomorrow?
And then the membership protocol.
The protocol thing, it's,
I'll work
we
on
can
that.
keep working on it. Yeah, we're done for the night. Cause I think we've all you and people. We're done. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm not staying on.
Thank you.
Oh, gosh.
So we're not doing, so we're on the